Hi folks, and welcome to all the listeners of the Kevin Pico Show.
Welcome to the Kevin Pico Show. As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
No movies this week, just ho, 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 Merry Christmas. No, I'm not Santa Claus, I am Kev.
And I, of course, am Pico. And, of course, as always, it is our duty to tell you that this show is, of course, sponsored by the awesome new rap-inventing, sausage and batter wrapping, pasta tasting, delicious Townie's Pizzeria on Park Street, Dundalk. Kev, it's short, but why don't, that's what she said. Why don't you tell everyone, it's one word. What's coming up on this week's show, Kev?
It's Christmas.
Exactly.
It's Christmas.
And that's pretty much the only thing that matters, because that's all that is basically coming up in this week's show. Every shite that we can talk about related to Christmas, we're going to just bullshit our way through it, okay? But I fucking lost the thing that I had, guys. Oh, man. If you don't care about the dates, right, here's a couple of things that happened in it's episode 98, which means...
Whoa. Do you need to restart the show, Pickle? Because you are losing the fucking run.
I forgot I restarted the laptop and I lost all the stuff that I had open. No. It's episode 98, guys. You're very welcome, of course, to your two favorite podcastians. So it is episode 98, Kev, which means after you telling everybody that we're just going to talk about Christmas because you forgot what the rest of it was, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that happened in 98 that I can remember.
You told me that's all to say.
Well, yeah, pretty much. So the Good Friday Agreement was reached on a day. 75% of people voted for it. Again, this is stuff I read. Yeah, this is stuff I read about 30 minutes ago, and then now I can't find it. The Titanic got over a billion in the thing. The Oma bombing happened.
Hold on. A billion in the thing. Yeah. What do you mean in the thing? In what thing?
In the box office. Is that what you call it?
Okay, yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the Oma bombing happened. So the worst bombing in the Troubles or something like that since something was signed and all that kind of stuff. What was the crack this week? How'd you get on? I am getting some weird message here about low resources may affect your audio quality.
You want to get more than low resources now?
Different type of wired device. Right, Kev, how was your fucking week, my man? What'd you do?
Busy getting ready for Christmas. Just Christmassy stuff. All ready for Christmas. All getting sorted. No, nothing else really. Taking it easy. I meant to have my Christmas party Friday night. I'm not going. So just chilling out.
So it's slippy outside.
Well, I was almost there for the show tonight, Pickle, because I had the children's nativity show. They did Scrooge, absolutely tremendous, and then they had the bit of the Scrooge, the nativity scene, and then Scrooge again. So absolutely fantastic. Fair play to the kids, and fair play to the teachers. Put on a great show and excellent stuff.
So you said a word that has made me remember something from my week. The nativity.
Just the nativity, not the nativity.
Sorry, I bit me tongue when I said that. The nativity, right? I watched that film on Netflix the other night.
It's excellent.
Isn't it? It's unbelievable. Yeah. Like, it's actually...
And Nativity 2 is even better again.
Whoa. There's a second one.
There's 3 of them.
With the same people.
The second one's the exact same people. It's brilliant.
Yes. Right. Is it on Netflix as well?
It's on next. I think it's on Netflix too.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll log in. I'll log in and check your list. On mine. What a film! But the problem was, right? I saw that the day before, right?
What's the harm? What's the harm, teacher? He's not even a teacher. A special needs assistant, even though he has special needs.
Bobby. Bobby.
No,
Mr. Bobby.
Is it Mr. Bobby?
Mr. Bobby.
Hang on, I'll try. Evan.
Yeah, I think it is Mr. Bobby. Hey, so it is like I'm nearly or Mr. Doddy. No, it has to be.
Who's the crazy teacher in Nativity? Who's the crazy teacher in Nativity? Mr. Poppy. Mr. Poppy.
Right. Okay. Apologies. He looks like me a wee bit. Avi actually said
he does look a bit like you. Yeah.
Avi said that I reminded him of me. I reminded me of him. Fuck, I am lost. I am not with it at all today. So,
excellent. But it is a great movie.
It's a fucking brilliant film. Right now, I went in the following day for Emma's musical thing at school. Right now, my child is 6, okay, and a half. As she keeps reminding me, okay. So, I was expecting something like that. However, What I will say is this.
That's not what you got.
That's not what I got. But I saw a bunch of kids at one part of it playing the harp to the song from Home Alone.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, my, I swear to God, Kev, right? I have watched Britain's Got Talent, right? I've watched all that shit. This was actually incredible, right? These kids weren't even fucking looking at the harp. They may as well have been high-fiving each other with the other hand, right? They literally were so good. They were like, and I was like, seriously.
I love your musical. And just your musicality, Pickle, is second to none. I'm telling you, Simon Cowell, I know said Britain's Got Talent. Yeah.
I know.
You can just pick up your phone.
It could be a job. I lost my star. Sorry, there we go. Sorry, guys. Maybe watching my star. There we go. Right. Hope everybody likes my hat. It's actually the wife's. Right. So apart from that, though, Kev, right? This week I did something very important that I think a lot of people.
We could give you a name. We could give you the Christmas wrapper or the Christmas wrapping paper.
It could be because
you look like.
There's like,
I don't know what you look like.
There's boots, there's gingerbread men, there's candy canes, there's presents, there's a cow. So I think everybody in Ireland.
It's like a fat Christmas tree, isn't it?
Yeah, PHATT.
Yeah, that's what you call you, fat Mr. Fat Christmas tree. Yeah.
And make sure. See, I'm going to. So my second hypnotherapy thing was meant to be on Monday. But it wasn't all just because of the roads. Paula wasn't in the place, and she was in the house. So I'm doing it on Saturday. So I am. So it means the second will be done before Christmas. Now I don't know whether it's wearing off or not, but man, have I been hungry lately? And man, have I been eating lately? So hopefully this second one will give me a little kind of injection of like cocaine in me in a non-eating kind of way. But what I was going to say to you was, right, I did do something very important this week, and I think hopefully a lot of people did the same thing. I didn't fall down. Okay, so it has been very slippy. I am, as you said, a fat Christmas tree. When else fat Christmas trees fall down?
But you've got cushioning.
But that's what I'm worried about.
Do you ever see, like, what do you call it? Like, Mr. Like, I was going to say Mr. Blobby. You know, you're not as bad as that. But Mr. Blobby would fall down. He just wouldn't be able to get up again. You know what I mean?
He can't get up on his knees, right? That's what my worry is, right? Like, so the other day, I was leaving work. The wife was picking me up to go see Emma's musical thing, right? And I came out, and we had black ice in the front of our office, right? And I came out, and I got so far down, and then I somehow, for some reason, decided to have both my feet level, and I stopped moving, right? Not a good thing to do on black ice, right? So I was ready to pick up the phone in my pocket and tell Avi to do one of two things, right? Not bother coming to get me to go to the school thing because I can't move, or to call a fire brigade to get me back into my office or just off the black ice. Well, they could have used the ladder thing and then got one of them strap-ons on me. And then lifted me up.
Stick and poked you. Just got to get a stick and poked you.
Or I could have just went on my bum and been pushed, maybe, or something like that. But I don't. Do you remember we were young, how in school in Dalmore it used to be really icy, and you used to see people going, slide? I never did that because I don't understand the gravity concept of not falling on your face.
It's called balance.
It's called balance. I wear New Balance runners.
I remember what we used to do is one person would nearly run, and you'd be holding on to the other person's jumper. Right?
Yeah.
And the person running would be sliding, but you'd be sliding behind them as if you were
Never did it. Yeah, I never did it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. There was always 14 in our class. There was always two people not doing it.
Who was the two people?
Well, no, because I didn't do it. So therefore, there was somebody else not doing it because you couldn't have three people on the one fucking sleigh. So, you know, we'd fucking... we'd 14. No, we had 7 boys and 7 girls. My apologies. Yeah. So everybody else was playing, and I was just sitting there looking like a twat. So it was. But no, I just...
Nothing's changed there.
Nothing's changed there, as you can clearly see by my ensemble today. So it is like, hey. Kev, it has been crazy weather, though. Jesus Christ. Like, weather warning.
You know what really annoyed me? You know what really annoys me, right? And you put up a message the other day, right? As well.
Mind the roads.
Mind the roads and stay safe. Fuck off! People don't need to be told to slow down. And people don't need to be told, oh, it's icy out there, be careful. Our government and our shows, right, telling us what we should do and how we should do it. Guys, it's cold. you slow down. It's wet, you slow down. It's hot, you can drive a little bit faster. It's not put on sun cream. Oh, it's an orange warning. You need to put on sun cream. It's hot. Yeah, we know this shit. We don't need to be told this shit. Oh, it's an orange warning. Slow down. Like, fuck off.
I apologize.
We know.
I for no longer will I wish people.
Safe. I know a lot of people hurt themselves. I know somebody, I think the other day, broke their shoulder, and somebody else.
Ooh.
I don't have a sign on my fucking stairs now that I fell down them after to say, Kevin, mind the stairs. No, do you know what I do? I mind the fucking stairs because I fucking fell down them.
I'd say Louise should
probably
put one of them up.
I need to come down the stairs sideways now to make sure I don't fall down. And you know why? Because I use my fucking head to realise I don't want to do that again. No, we must slow down.
How is the rib?
Fucking agony.
Still, that's because you're going to boxing.
Yeah.
Well, come here.
Getting there.
Segue. Boxing. We have to thank people as we go along here. Kev, Anto, the brilliant Mr.
Oh no, it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Right.
It'll be a surprise in the night.
Right. He's a great guy, and we'll thank you all in a month's time.
Thanks, Anto.
Yeah, thanks, Anto. And thanks, Mr. Lally. Right, Kev, it's your Would You Rather.
It is Christmassy. I know all the Christmas songs going on, okay, so you're ready. Would you rather get run over by a reindeer, okay, or get stuck up a chimney?
Oh, reindeer. You know me. I'm really, really not into tight, dark places.
That's what she said.
Yeah, remember, I always reference this. Remember, he held onto your foot in Drogheda or something like going through a fucking
I don't remember.
Maze. Oh yeah, I remember it as clear as day. And then I came out the other side and acted all cool because there was a young one there and I was chatting to her. Like I was like, oh yeah, man. Yeah. I don't like the dark. So
a bit of claustrophobia.
Massively. And also, in fairness, what fucking chimney am I fucking going down?
But Santa can go down a chimney.
That's because he does the nose thing and it fucking he appears then. He doesn't actually, if he went down it properly, he would be all black with suit. That's why he does the nose thing and then he goes.
Whoa. We had this one again.
What?
He'd be covered in what?
Soot.
No. That's not what
suit?
He said.
What I said?
He said suit.
Oh fuck.
Suit! He'd be covered in suit. He'd be covered in suit.
He'd be covered in the black soot. Soot.
Yeah. Not suit.
Jesus Christ.
If he was covered in a black suit, he'd look like fucking Will Smith out of Men in Black. You know what I mean?
That'd be a pretty cool Santa. Once it's not Will Smith though. So it is. No, for me, it's getting run over by a reindeer, right? All day long.
But their hooves are big, hey.
I know, but they're also on a thing.
Some mark left in your face, boy, if they stood in your face.
Right. There is a reindeer called Donna, right? And I like a Donna kebab.
Donna kebab.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
So myself and the wife had this conversation.
Spelled differently, though. It's
spelled differently.
Donn. Yeah.
Where does Donna meat come from? It's not a reindeer, obviously.
Donna meat is a mixture of
She's
many
shouting
meats.
Lamb here. She's literally in the other room going, lamb, you dummy, you.
No, that's a shish kebab.
That's a shish kebab's a lamb. Right, okay. So it's a mixture of some inbred tasty
it's a bit of everything mixed in there.
Oh,
but mostly beef and lamb combined.
Ain't nothing better, ain't nothing greater, Kev. Right, so, Kev, I suppose we should probably talk a little bit about Christmas.
There's one thing I want to talk about Christmas before we get into the Christmas things, right?
Okay.
Is Babe Station, right? Like, who watches Babe Station on a Christmas day?
I don't know, but there's only 4 channels left.
But it still be on Christmas Day. So, like, these girls are on Christmas Day. So, a lot of them would be supporting their families and kids that would have had when they were 15, 16, right? So like, they're not going to be there. You know what I mean? They're not going to be on shift. Okay.
Who do you think's holding the camera?
Yeah, so it's going to be the old Division 3 kind of players. Said it later in the day.
Yeah, it's like
So,
Margaret. Yeah, Margaret out the door that answers the phone for them when they're busy. Like
yeah,
she's like, it's your time, Margaret.
so whole kids are now having the kids. You see,
Yeah.
so like, and you know something, I got Margaret written down as well. So it's Division 3 Margaret, and like, do you know what I can't understand about fucking? That's unreal. I had Gort written down first of all, and then I changed it to Margaret.
Yeah.
But like, imagine Christmas Day. She's after having the turkey and the ham and the stuffing. She's gonna be a bit bloated, you know what I mean? And there she is slapping her inner thigh like the baby station girls do, you know what I mean?
I can't wait to watch this.
I never understood that slapping of the thigh. I know I said it before. It's slapping at the inner thigh. Like, if a young fella started watching, say, dodgy porn, which the first introduction is baby station, and you see this girl slapping her inner thigh, he thinks this is what turns a girl on. Is a slapping an inner thigh. Like, you imagine if you get to a girl and he's fucking give it a suck.
Yeah.
On the other hand, she's like, fucking will you stop? That's fucking starting to get sore.
Yeah.
Like.
She's laying back thinking, oh yeah, go on in there and do what you have to do. And he's like creeping up and she's thinking, yeah, and then all of a sudden
just giving it like, socks in her tie.
That
starts getting sore after a little while. But yeah, so Babe Station, like, who's watching Babe Station on Christmas Day?
Not in about 10 years. I will be honest though, I have.
On a Christmas Day?
Yeah. Did you cut yourself? Did you actually cut yourself talking about Babe Station? No. What the fuck did you do? Now I get to call you a ham for once. So it is.
I don't think I've ever had a wank on Christmas Day.
You'd be too stuck. See, it used to be different from me. Remember, I used to say that I used to work at Vodafone. The wife used to be gone for 4 days to her mother's and all that kind of stuff. What else are you gonna do? Seriously?
No, I never did that on a Christmas Day. It's not really a Christmas Day tradition I would have had. I just the turkey, the ham, the presents. Wanking was never in the.
Yeah, it's hard to do an order of that, isn't it? It's like, right, so you wake up in the morning, you open the presents.
You could have grease though from the turkey, like, so you had plenty of lubrication there to do it. Like.
That could be a stingy wank though. Wow, there's an episode name.
Well, it's grease. It's not going to be. How would it be stingy?
No, but depends. What all have you got in it? We're going to talk about Christmas dinners, right? So Christmas dinners, right? You are a turkey and a ham man, Kev, yeah?
Turkey, ham, and roast beef.
Jesus Christ. Do you feed the fucking street?
No, I got a big, massive turkey, right? So there's 4 of us that have turkey in this house, right? The 2 kids who would have 1 slice each, okay? And then I'd have my turkey, and so my wife, I get a 9-kilo turkey, right? It's meant to feed like 21 people, okay? Now, we'll have our turkey and ham. We'll have our turkey and ham sandwiches on Christmas Eve. And I do make a moist maker, Pickle. I do make a moist maker.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
It's what I do, turkey ham stuffing, right?
So it's like a club sandwich with the bread in the middle. And
the middle bit is soaked in gravy.
Right. So like if you're making French toast, right? You know where you put the bread into the French toast, you flip it around, all that kind of shit. It's really moist. Because of the moist maker, it's called, obviously. So that's what you do with the middle. So you just make like a normal club sandwich. So put on whatever you want, stick in that bread, then put on whatever you want, and then the bread on top, and that's a moist maker.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Okay, I did not.
And I put in a bit of coleslaw in there too for a bit more moisture. But yeah, and then so Stephen's Day I'll have turkey and ham, and so Stephen's night I'll have turkey ham sandwiches, and then probably on the next day I'll have a turkey curry. Because I do like, and I like turkey.
Yeah,
I could eat turkey. I could eat turkey at least 4 times a day. I'll have turkey burgers. I'll have turkey stir fry. I'll have turkey this. I'll have turkey that. I'll have turkey tacos. Yeah, I've a lot of turkey. Big time to turkey.
Sound like you say turkey wrong.
I do. No, I've always had this issue.
Yeah.
I've always had this issue. People ask, Kevin, say turkey. And I say turkey. And I'd always wonder, Kevin, why can't you say turkey properly?
Yeah.
And I've always had this, I think I'm saying turkey, as in turkey, but I'm going to say turkey. Because I've too many R's in turkey, I think.
Are you bleeding on the side of your mouth by any chance? No? For some reason, I keep seeing a big red patch that I think is blood, but it might be just the camera. Yeah, lovely. Right, you're going to turn into the Joker now in a minute.
That's aspirin for you. Yeah, just keep bleeding the fuck.
Jesus Christ, Kev. Could be worse. Could be Rainbow Kiss. Right, so we have, done a Christmas without, I think, she'll shout at me, right, without turkey and ham. We got, oh, fuck, like chicken wrapped in bacon with stuffing in it. If you know what I mean, like as in like little roundy. Why are you looking at me like
a chicken roulade?
Oh, yeah, like a fillet. No, is
Yeah.
that like a roulade?
Chicken
Yeah.
breast with stuffing and wrapped in
Wrapped in bacon. Yeah, so it is. Oh, that reminds me. Obviously, shout out.
No.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Well, that was just one year. I can't remember. Like normally, like home.
No. What is wrong with you? You grew up in the country, right?
Yeah.
And you're being possessed by a townie, right? This shit doesn't fly in the country, Pickle. What the fuck are you doing with your
Possessed by a Townie? I love it.
That's your name of your episode.
Yeah, it is
Possessed
actually.
by a townie. Like, the fuck are you doing? Having a chicken roulade covered in bacon.
So, normally, home mom over the last couple of years will cook the meat, right? And then we just get like all the veg, the spuds, the gratin, the roasties. Like,
Whoa.
no,
What fucking hell
maybe I'm
is
getting
going
mixed
on?
up here. Maybe I'm getting mixed up here. Right, okay, go on.
Gratin for Christmas
gratin.
Day.
Yeah, am I right? Yeah, gratin, yeah.
Fuck. There's only no. It's
No,
turkey.
wait.
Stuffing. Let me fucking finish.
Yeah.
It's turkey, stuffing, and ham. It's
cauliflower cheese. No, is that the right thing? Is that something? No,
what is wrong? It is cauliflower cheese. You don't have that Christmas Day. It's carrots and parsnips. It's peas.
Yeah, in the little thing that goes in the microwave for 2 minutes. We like? Why are you looking at me like that? Why? We think you take the lid off and you pierce it and you stick it in the microwave and it's like carrot and parsnip mashed. Like you don't eat an actual parsnip, do you? I'm getting confused now.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Vegetables in a microwave.
Yeah, that's what you buy. Yeah, mash in the microwave, vegetables in the microwave, put everything in the microwave. It takes 2 minutes. We used to have a steamer with like 3 layers.
Yeah. You know what? You buy carrots, right? You peel them. You buy parsnips. You peel them. You chop them up, and you just cook vegetables.
Why would you do that?
What I do is actually I do roast carrots and parsnips with honey and a honey glaze, and I mean it's Christmas Day.
When are we opening up the Kevin Pickle restaurant, Kev? I think we need to give you a nice.
I'm not opening up with fucking you. We're going to throw fucking carrots and parsnips in the fucking microwave.
Oh well, no. If it's in a restaurant, you have staff, so they can do all that shit, like, so they can. But like, no, I think.
And you have roast potatoes.
Yeah, we'd have roasties. Now, unfortunately, as you would have seen on the messages,
you probably buy them as well, do you?
Everybody, what do you mean? Of course, you buy roast potatoes. How else do you make roast potatoes? You buy roast potatoes, you ham.
Hold on. What do you mean you buy roast potatoes, Pickle?
Do we roundy roast? Am I getting the things mixed up here? A roundy roast potato, you buy it in a packet. No? Why is this becoming like? Okay.
It's lazy man's Christmas dinner.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you make a roast spud? I know how to make spuds. You boil spuds.
Okay. So you boil the spud, you parboil the potatoes, right?
Right.
I'm going to give you my recipe for Christmas now. You
parboil
the potatoes. Parboil the potatoes. You get them after being parboiled, you drain the water and you give them a rough shake in the pot.
Okay.
Fluffs them off. Okay. You then get a tray. As you're fluffing them, you tray in the oven with oil, a wee bit of flour. I put a wee bit of curry powder in it, salt and pepper. You take the tray out after being really hot. You put the spuds into it. You turn them a few times. You cover them in oil, and you put them in. And they make roast potatoes. You don't buy them in a packet.
Right.
Real roast potatoes are delicious.
Never heard tell that in my life. Honest to God. All I ever knew was you buy roast potatoes in a pack. And
so you bought a chicken, right? A chicken breast with stuffing in it and a bacon, right? You bought turkey, you bought carrots and parsnips in a packet. You put it in the microwave. You bought frozen fucking roasted potatoes. You put them in the oven or the
Ninja now, probably. Yeah, probably the Ninja now. Yeah.
And you got a few fucking mashed spuds as well. You probably put them in the microwave as well.
Yeah. You put them in the microwave too. Yeah. No, you don't put the gratin in the microwave. You stick that.
Oh no!
We're not animals. Yeah, we're not fucking animals here. Like, you know what I mean?
I can't do that because it's got a foil tray. It'll only fucking burn the house down.
I didn't realize Christmas dinner could be so now I have to give her credit though, like say for example, like before Like the kids and everything else came. Like the wife did used to do literally 3 trays on the fucking steamer. Like there was something cooking in the oven for like a day and a half. Like she went like to town on proper, as you're trying to describe. I still think probably the roast potatoes were bought. I don't remember her ever doing that much stuff, but I will definitely get her to listen to that part of the show.
The only thing that I put in the only thing I buy in a packet for Christmas Day is Yorkshire puddings. I can't make Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah,
the way Jamie Oliver does.
What would you have for a starter on Christmas Day? Like your dinner?
Soup with croissant.
Really?
Soup with croissants. Yeah.
We would be
Christmas morning. I have steak, fillet steak. Christmas morning, 7:00.
What?
Delicious.
Well,
7:00 in the morning.
no doubt about that.
Or,
like, you
or 6, whatever time the kids usually before they might be up earlier now. But roast with a fillet steak, slice of brown bread, red sauce, perfect Christmas morning.
Fillet steak at that time in the morning. Jeez, you'd be full after. You ready to go back to bed? I'd be having
but no chips, no nothing.
Yeah, rashers, sausages, and a bit of pudding. That's what we'd have for breakfast. But then the starter we'd have would be prawn cocktail. Always be prawn cocktail. So that'd be our starter.
That's a Protestant starter I've ever heard.
Prawn just sounds like something Protestant, doesn't it? Like
it is. Oh, it's pure Protestant. Yeah.
Yeah, like it is. So dessert.
A langoustine sounds more Catholic.
Holy sweet divine Christ! So desserts this year, we went to 2 different places. We went to the home bakery for the usual Malteser cheesecake. Okay. But it's only small.
So you're not making the cheesecake?
No, we're not making the dessert either. No.
Fucking Christ Almighty!
Kev,
what are you making?
I will make the gravy, and by that I mean I will pour the hot water in and I will store it repeatedly, and maybe the parsley sauce. Gravy. Oh, well, shut up now. You can't make... Shut up now. You're taking the piss of me now. You can't make gravy, Kev. You need gravy granules, which you can't make. And then you need hot water, which you do make, technically, because you have to boil the kettle, right? And then you pour it in, and then you turn it. You can't make gravy, right? You're not good. Okay. You're not... Yeah, the man with the water. Fucking Judas. No, that's not Judas. Who's the man with the water? The fucking... Jesus? No. Fucking Moses. Yeah, Moses. See, we're really religious. But no, and then we went down to Brodigan's and we got a strawberry gatto, okay, as well, because the cheesecake, now it'd be well for me, but it'd be disappointing for you. It's only 9 inches. So I think that's big enough for anybody. Personally, it's too big.
So why do you need a strawberry gatto as well?
I'm not sure. I think we just got to do them because I was given out or something, I don't remember, but I got me way. I paid for 2. No, I didn't. We paid for 1. That's okay. That's good. So no, that's going to be dessert city. But yeah, we will make gravy in this house this Christmas. Going to make a Christmas song now. Making gravy at Christmas time. After 2 Johnnies can do it, anybody can. But right, Kev, Christmas stuff, right? We briefly just mentioned them last week and said we need to park this for this week, right? Fucking Elf on the Shelf, Kev. Well, he's never on the fucking shelf, actually. Oh God, now I can see she. So we have Zoe in our house. That is the Ben. Yeah. So what has yours been up to?
Ben drew on my face the other night. So he drew glasses on my face. He wrecked the house at one stage. He did snow angels with flour. He did. Sometimes he just sits. He drank a bottle of Prosecco.
I like this fella. This is a guy I can have a conversation with.
He hides an awful lot. There's a lot of hiding.
Yeah, but sure. Like, I mean, when you drink
he threw our underwear on the Christmas tree the other day too. Yeah, so Louise's little knickers were on the Christmas tree. You barely see them. It's great.
Oh my God! But mine hasn't been too bad in a sense. But Emma, however, at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, I think it was, or something like that, right, came in to me in floods of tears. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, the elf. And I'm like, what is wrong with the elf? The elf. And I'm expecting a fucking bloodbath here when I go in, like, you know what I mean, right? She had somehow managed to climb herself onto her, the thing that goes around the light, Kev. what do they call the things that go around the light? Light shade. Thanks, Avi. The light shade.
Lampshade.
Right? Lampshade. Well, it's a light, not a lamp, so it'd be a light
Yeah.
shade. So she like tied, you know, with like this. Well, mine is like sticky Velcro hands or whatever that. So she like went in through it and like was like this hanging down like that, and that just sent Emma into absolute.
So was she in her room? Yeah.
Yeah, in her room. Yeah, sure. We were like, look,
Okay.
we can't touch her, so I literally had to like put on socks in my hand and like move her.
Remove it that way.
Yeah, and move it that way and put it down. Like, but oh my sweet divine of Christ, like it's like, why do you have to? Can you not just have COVID? And like,
well, when we were in Lapland last year, he ended up following us over to Lapland. He ended up staying in Lapland with us, so that was good fun.
no way, hey.
Yeah, he was in Lapland. We didn't think he'd end up going to Lapland, but sure, he knew where we were, and sure, he's going to Lapland going back to Lapland every morning, every night. So it was an easier trip for him.
Nice, hey. Right, look, let's mix it up here a wee bit, Kev, right? Christmas parties, okay? Work, office, Christmas parties. Here's a study that I found on Instagram. Research carried out by Instant Print. I don't know if that's a company that did this. Found that 53% of Christmas party shifts end up leading to long-term relationships. I would care to disagree with that. The study also found that those working in HR...
That's because they all regretted shifting you pick on the Christmas party now.
That's very true. Are the most nervous we're going into work the day after the party. So Kev, very simply put, going back to when we were only young fellas at 18 or whatever it was, did you ever partake in a little bit of work dabbling at a Christmas party?
Yeah, plenty.
Like on the same night?
I did at in the Liz Do. I did at McDonald's. I did.
Definitely in Parks.
I did in Parks.
Yeah. So pretty much. And
yes.
We even in Vodafone for Christmas. Yeah. You might even have been in Vodafone for Christmas.
Everywhere I walked on a Christmas party, I ended up being with someone. Yeah.
And obviously, then you would not be part of. Oh no, sorry, because we were saying this was a long time ago. Would you have been part of the 53%? Did any of them shifts lead to a meaningful relationship?
None.
I fucking fully agree.
I didn't want it to be. It was just for fun.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Did you ever use mistletoe to try and kiss a girl at a party?
I use it. We usually get it here in the house most Christmases because I like kissing my wife under the mistletoe, and that's apart from that.
Yeah, I tried it when I was younger, and yeah, it didn't work.
In parks, everybody's quite liberal in parks, right?
I'll never forget shifting them two girls that run a hen do at the same time. That was like great.
None of us ever really worried about what happened in parks. It was just didn't really matter. So everybody kind of kissed everybody just for because it was Christmas and it was like, oh, and it was mistletoe and everybody kind of ran and kissing everybody. And if we didn't get Grandeur favor, then we never would have because everybody kind of liked each other and everybody kind of got on. Good fun in parks.
I would
a lot of fun in parks.
Yeah, I would class parks like that being like walking in Vodafone. So it is in that everybody just did everybody. And nobody.
Really no, nothing like that. It was just nobody cared. Everybody just had a good time. If
I don't think anybody cared Vodafone either. That's why like there were certain things happening in certain rooms in Vodafone that will remain secretive. So it will like with a shadow of a doubt. Come here,
Pickle. Right. We're going to play a game of what do you call it?
I forgot to do it. First thoughts.
First thoughts. Yeah.
Right. Have you got 5 words?
I got 5.
I don't. Actually, I do, Kev, and I am mixing it up this week, right? My 5 is actually all going to be the same. It's going to be colors.
Right. Well, I'm going to go my 5 then first. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Clear your mind.
Not hard.
Happy.
Ending. Finish. What do you call it? Ending. Yeah, happy
ending.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Sex.
Wooden.
Fiber.
No, wooden.
I don't know. I can't even goes a wooden. I can't. My mind is completely blank.
Oh.
Wooden fiber. What the hell is that? I don't know.
What's a wooden fiber?
I have no idea. Maybe Google it. Wooden satchel. I have no idea. I have no. Yeah.
Finger.
Bang.
I was going to say it was finger blasting.
Yeah, no.
Snow.
For me, it's white. It's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I'm a bit surprised seeing as you got snowballs, but okay.
Kev, for the umpteenth time, right? Okay. Now it's
I never did.
Right. It's Christmas time, and you're talking about snowballs. So we're going to talk about this again, right? If two people, right, are in two different places at two different times. No, I mean
exact same place at two different times.
Yeah, well, that's
5 minutes apart.
No, because mine was up against a wall, right?
No, it was.
And the weird thing was, if I was the second guy in this, right, that didn't make sense for where my snow would have went, if that makes sense.
Your snow went nowhere.
No,
other person's snow went in there.
That's not entirely true. Right, Kev. Here we go. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Blah, blah, blah. Clear your mind. Okay. Red.
Thunder.
Black. Blue. Blah, blah, blah. Blue.
Ball.
I had movie. Black.
Cock.
White.
White. Paper.
I was just thinking ass. And then big.
Ding-a-ling.
Nicely done, my man. Nicely done. Hey, come here. I know we have top 5, right? But I want to say this before I forget when we get to the top 5, right? Do you remember when we were in school, we went and sang to a bunch of like dying people, really old in the Loud Hospital when we were in the tech, and we sang Winter Wonderland.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was either 5th year, because we were kind of old-ish, if you know what I mean. Like, right?
Yes, Pickle.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right.
I remember we did a thing for Kosovo as well. There's pictures all over that. But yeah, we did say, we did do a thing. Because I remember the pictures in the paper and everything. And there's me, Claire, Ian Woods, Owen Stanley, Niamh Bourne, Claire Reardon, David Campbell. I think's in the picture. Now that I think about it.
But what was that? What was it like?
I think it was a fundraising thing we did. But yeah, we did sing. We did when walking in the winter wonderland.
Yeah. And that's exactly how we sang it at that age. Because did we not have the priest
singing a song? Will you shut up? Walking in the winter wonderland. Only walk. Cherry. Walking along, singing a song, walking in a cherry
Kev's
wonderland.
giving out because you don't cook dinner at Christmas time. Yeah, you shouldn't microwave stuff. He knows how to make proper roast potatoes.
No, I'm not.
Oh, he's not.
I'm not saying.
He's not saying
Avril.
the Avril.
I'm not slagging off Avril's cooking.
Not slagging you off.
I'm slagging off you.
Oh, he's slagging me off.
I'm slagging off you because you don't cook Christmas dinner.
What do you do?
She cooks every.
I don't cook on a Monday.
Day of the week.
Well, that's not true.
Exactly. When it's my turn to cook,
when it's my turn to cook, we get a takeaway.
You get Townie's. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. I remember that singing, and I thought that was great, right? But it was with, unless I'm wrong here, Kev, Father Cormac playing a guitar. He was the guy that was the football coach. I don't know. It could be the wrong name. He was the football coach at the school as well.
Okay.
That might not be his name. I don't remember. He had an office in beside the fucking Noel and the boys and the caretakers. So we had crossing room 38, 39.
Smoking the brains themselves in it, yeah.
I actually met Noel the other day. He still remember me. I couldn't believe it.
He's still alive, is he?
He's still alive. Oh, he's still living and kicking. So he is not a bother on him at all.
Living and kicking, not live and kicking. No.
Living and kicking. Living and kicking. Kev, you know what we should do before we forget? We better have a quick word from our sponsors. And also, depending how I try and edit this episode, guys, we had an episode with number 28, Ryan O'Kane.
An interview, not an episode.
An interview. I'm so bad this week. Wait, Ryan O'Kane, number 28 from Dundalk FC. Okay, it's either going to be right now on the audio or right now on video, if I can figure that out. If not, we'll do the audio and we'll put the interview up separate. Okay, but yeah, here's a quick word from our sponsors. So, Kev,
Fantastic.
great
So,
sponsors.
Pickle, let's end this show.
Yeah.
Okay, with our top fives, and
Yeah.
this week we're going to go top 5 Christmas bangers.
Yeah. Christmas bangers. Wow, that's one way of putting it. Hey,
Because we all love
come here.
a bit of a Christmas song. Christmas FM.
I know, but
It's
listen.
getting a bit repetitive.
Oh, massively. But give me a sec. Because I forgot to do this last week, right? We did a couple of messages, right? Like best present, worst present, okay? Moxers, Kevin has completely frozen here. Nope, there he's back.
You're back, yeah, you're back.
Right, okay, so
I'm here, you were frozen too.
yeah, we had a couple of things we got because we got to read this stuff last week. Okay, so the worst present somebody got was a regifted aftershave. You can see that it was used. The base was an Amstrad 464 plus. I think it was about 1988. It had a cartridge, so the game was instant. Amanda sent in Band-Aid. That could be in relation to this Christmas, when of course we have to give a shout out to McAllister's, the Stormers, and all the fucking legends who was like, let's light Bridge Street up and all that. Fucking brilliant. A chocolate fountain. Somebody got All Alone at Christmas. Darlene Love. Shane sent that in as his favourite song. Becoming an Auntie and Drummer by Fairy Tale New York's couple of songs. Right, Kev. Top 5, baby. Go.
My number 5, you just mentioned it there. My only number 5, and the only reason it gets on the list is because it is kind of Irish. It's Fairy Tale of New York is my number 5.
That's your number 5?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I will be mentioning that later on in the show. Right. My number 5, we just talked about it. Winter Wonderland. Okay.
Very good.
I love that song, so I do. Like, okay. Kev, number 4.
My number 5. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. I don't know the rest of the words, but I like the song, and that's
okay.
all that matters now. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That was my number 4. You'd be a great Frank Sinatra impersonator. Right, that was my number 4. Right, so my number 3 is that was my number 4. That was my number 4 as well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So my number 3 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, excellent. Now the remix one or the normal one?
I gotta be honest. I like the original. You know, I like the normal
Rudolph
one.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I like it.
Had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw
him,
you would even say it glows like a light bulb. And all the other reindeers used to laugh and call him numbs like Pinocchio. And all the other reindeers.
Class, see, man, we are Christmassy. Right, what was your number 3
then? I wish it could be Christmas every day.
See.
Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day. Bit of Slade, can't beat it.
Is that the guy with the beard? No, the big long beard. The really old guy, like in the 80s. No, that's Slade. The Wizard. No, Wizard. That's Slade. No. I just remember being on Top of the Pops and he wasn't singing at all and he was just hugging kids.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. And
it is. Like, I do apologize. I am wrong. It is the Wizard. I wish it could be Christmas. Yeah. Sorry, Dwayne. Dwayne is again will destroy me over this one.
Oh, man.
It is the Wizard.
Right. So my number 2 was the Fairy Tale of New York.
What did Slade sing?
Right.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that was like, was that Noddy?
No, that's Slade. His name is Noddy. Noddy's Nuts. Remember Noddy's Nuts?
Yeah. I love Noddy's Nuts.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Right, so my number 2 was Fairy Tale New York. We already covered that one. So what's your number 2, Kev?
I'm driving home for Christmas. What a song. You can never sing that song because you don't drive.
I'm sitting in the passenger seat on my way home for Christmas. See? Works the same way, hey? So I can see the car coming over there. She's too busy looking out in front of her, but I can see it coming right at me. See, I mean, there could be a fucking song in itself, so it could. Okay. Right, Kev. My numero uno is, right? Grandma got ran over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You might say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
We believe.
I
No,
fucking
I went proper. That's not a song.
fuck off.
That's
You
more
had
of a
Fairy Tale New
limerick.
York at number 5. It's a song. There's more courses.
Last Christmas, I give you my heart, but the very next day, you give it away. Yes, Georgie boy, take it away. Yeah, that's number one.
Right. I wrote other ones down there. He was told not to say. That was one of them. I had Jingle Bell Rock because I think it's upbeat.
Jingle bell, jingle. That's it. I can imagine that in a porn movie, though.
Yes, because all you change is the cock.
It's like jingle bell, rock, jingle bell, sing and jingle bell, swing that dick. Jermaine, what about it? Yeah. Jingle bell, jingle. You're a big boy. Jingle bell, rock. Jingle bell, swing and jingle bell, dancing and prancing and riding all night. That's a jingle bell song. Yeah, what a song.
We are hitting
like
the
that?
charts with that. And you know what, Kev? I was there spending the last 45 minutes trying to figure out what will I cut out of this week's episode for tonight's video. That's it. And now I know that it's actually at the 45th minute. So instead of searching, I can just go directly fucking for it. So I can. Wow. Kev, you are nothing if you are not brilliant when it comes to singing, my man.
Pickle, season 2 has finished of a podcast.
Oh, yeah, but on Spotify, we never put in seasons. I always kept season
exactly,
1.
but we can just say it now. So this is now season 2 has finished. This is our last episode for 2022. We will be back in 2023 with some amazing shit happening. We do have our live podcast, which will end up being 2 podcasts. We do have some special guests. We are trying to line them up. We will announce them as soon as they are confirmed. Some great ones. Some more. I got 2 or 3 more in the pipeline. So we might do 3 or 4 interviews.
We need a really fucking big couch. Just put them all on it.
If you got 4, if you got 2, what do you call it? 2 shows. We need 2. We could have 2 people on each show. It could be amazing. We could have a whole segment. We were, as Pickle put up the other day, we were in to see the live show venue.
In McAllister's.
So that was fantastic.
Amanda and Paddy for letting us go in and have a wee look. Thanks very much for that, guys.
So hopefully we'll have a lot more information coming. So hopefully everybody comes down, has a look.
Yeah. And remember,
for the live show.
It's for charity. That's it. We're working on raffle. We're working on different things. We're going to try and get as much money as possible for the charity, which you already mentioned. The Harry's Half mental well-being program, mental health well-being program, that the dog obviously set up as well. So we have the dog hopefully coming on board as well, because we need to get some info off them and just general how the whole thing actually works in regards to donating and that too. But apart from that, obviously when we come back in January, we'll do a little review of the year. You know what I mean? There wasn't any point doing it today, guys, because we want to talk Christmas and all that kind of shit, which just gets us all in the spirit. That's why I'm wearing what is now a very itchy hat and realize it looked like one of the dingles. I guarantee there's going to be a dingle wearing this in every other Christmas. Guaranteed.
Remember
no, he's
dingle.
Dead. It'll be Marlon. No, Marlon had a stroke. It'll be Sam, because he looks a bit...
Sam got poked in the heart, didn't he, as well?
No, he didn't. We had this conversation. He got poked in the heart at the end of one episode. It came back the next day and it was in his fucking shoulder. So it was, right? They're probably like, oh shit, we better not kill off Sam because he's important to the fucking rules. But Kev, this is the Christmas episode. Is there anybody out there that you would like to say a very happy Christmas to?
Friends and family and all the people, all the listeners, because it is very important that we are on episode 90, 8? So thanks for keeping us going. If you do want to sponsor the show, which we always looking for sponsorship, you can do that too, and that'd be great. Present for me and Pickle, because we could do it with money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bills are unfortunately racking up when it comes to this show. So I think I'm going to go slightly more different way. I just want to say happy Christmas to everybody who might have doubted us for the last 2 years, to people who think that we wouldn't get 98 episodes in, Kev. I just want to say happy Christmas to you guys, and I hope you all stay as miserable.
Happy Christmas to me too, because I did not think I was going to get the 98 episodes of listening to your shit and my shit for 98 episodes.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, Kev. But listen, we're not bored these great people anymore, right, guys? It's been an unbelievable year. All I'm going to say is we sang with Mickey Joe fucking Hart. That's all. We'll get into it more when we do the review of the year, right? At the start of January, guys. I hope to God you all have a fantastic Christmas. I hope your families are all happy healthy,
and we'll have a
safe.
fantastic interview coming in January.
Is that when we're
doing that?
Is that when we're putting this out? Is that when? Yeah, or is this going to be over Christmas episode? Like, as in a
No. This will be it'll be safe till January.
Right, because I did give a hint to everybody when I was doing the pizza draw that this person has their own Amazon original TV program, right?
Documentary,
Documentary. Guys, this is pretty fucking big. I had zip idea until I watched the documentary. And now I'm like, fucking get that man on, right? I want to talk to that man, right? It's going to be class, though. It really is. And look, we've loads planned for next year. Of course we have. Hopefully things start moving along a little bit. Hopefully the two of us aren't sitting in our fucking kitchens doing this. Hopefully we eventually get moved into the studio that we know is sitting there waiting for us to actually move fucking into. But guys, thank you all for your support. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Kev, I love you. Thanks for sticking with me for 98 episodes.
And a happy Christmas and a happy New Year, everybody.
Exactly. And look, I'll say it this time. It's the Christmas spirit. If you wouldn't mind, stick it into your WhatsApp groups, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter.
And if you want, you can stick it in your fanny as well.
I really wanted to hit stop there, right, at that exact moment. That would have been a great ending of it. But guys, listen, I don't know if we have a song at the end of the show. We might. If we do, here it is. If we don't, we'll see you next year, guys. Good luck.